pleased obviously with the sweep, winning the 3 games over the weekend. Kind of an unusual day with the weather and everything, and not knowing how many innings we'd play, and of course ended up being 6, I guess there. But um, overall, I'm happy with the win. I don't think we played very solid in terms of our pitching, was very inconsistent. I'd like to see us throw better, command the zone better, and just be a little bit more sharper. And then, of course, offensively, it was nice to see our 3, 4, 5 hitters do so well because we haven't produced the way we'd like, especially Yo-Yo and Dell. We got to get those guys going. Dell's, of course, been great all year, but we know with Yo-Yo and Dell are so talented. If we get those guys going and those 3 in the middle of the lineup, we could be very potent. And of course, getting guys on base in front of him. And Villar's been really good. I think he was good all weekend. But, all in all, pleased with the weekend and the sweep. And then, I told the guys we got 7 games left, 2 big ACC opponents in FAU, and we have got to do a better job of playing consistent baseball and more clean, complete games if we're going to make a run here at the end.
All right, Gino, our first question for you comes from Christopher Stock of Inside the U. Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, Gino, that first inning to jump on him like the way you did against the lefty, just to get those runs there. And then also, again, with the offense, you guys come back after that break and you still get some hits and runs. Just overall, you had to have been pleased.
Yeah, again, didn't come out very sharp there in the top of the first. And, Jake was like 2 different pitchers from the top of the first to the top of the second. But I thought it was great for us to answer right back. Came right back at him and said put a 4 spot up there. And then I think the other 2 innings where we scored 2 in the second and 1 in the fourth, they're all with 2 outs and nobody on base. So that was good to see as well. So, definitely pleased with the fact that we were able to answer back and, again, put up some runs and do the things we were able to do to be successful this weekend.
And just with Adrian, he had the walks yesterday, he got the hits today. It's got to feel important. I know you touched on it, but just going into what you guys are getting ready to go to these next few weeks here, to see some momentum. Are you seeing some different things from him at the plate?
Yes. I mean, when you're seeing him walk, absolutely, like you said, I mean, that might not be a big deal. It's not him swinging the bat, but it's a big deal to me because, Dell has been maybe going out of the zone a little bit more than he needs to be. He doesn't need to do it. He's got his brother hitting behind him, who's probably hitting as good as anybody in the country with runners in scoring position. He's hitting over 500 last I checked with runners in scoring position, which is unheard of. But and he's probably up that average over the weekend because he got a bunch of hits this weekend with guys in scoring position. So, yeah, Dell to me looks good when he's taking pitches and laying off pitches out of the zone. And, of course, he gets balls to hit and driving them. That's a big thing. I mean, that first hit, that pitch is up and away. It looked to me up and away, and he drove it down the left field line. It knocked in a couple guys, and I believe that was with two outs. Maybe it wasn't with 2 outs, but just a great job of hitting and using the whole field there. So, that's going to be very important for us. Like I said, him and, Yo-Yo, guys who hadn't maybe been swinging the bat as well as we'd like or as well as they might have been earlier. Big breakout games, certainly.
All right, Gino, we're going to go to Susan Miller-Degnan of the Miami Herald. Susan, go ahead.
Hey, Gino, how are you?
Good, Susan. How you doing?
Yes, good.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Thank you for ending early so I could have dinner with my family. Just kidding. Hey, Gino, how good is it to be back home, after a couple of road ACC series? In a row, how integral is it now that you're at home for several more games? Because I know that last Louisville series is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, obviously we love playing at home. It's a little different this year, no doubt, with the crowd not being the normal crowd that we have here at the Light, but we're more comfortable like any team playing at home. And so I think our record shows we probably play a little better at home than we do on the road. But to me, it's not about being at home or on the road. We're probably going to be on the road in the playoffs. We're going to go on the road, like you said, Louisville, and then straight from there we go to the ACC tournament, which is like being on the road for us anyway. So, we need to worry about, for me as the head coach, worrying about just the team and how we're playing, not where we're playing, and trying to figure out a way to get this thing. We just got to find a way to play just a little bit more solid. I mean, these are young kids, so they're going to make mistakes. I get it. And we're going to be a little inconsistent, but we've been way too much inconsistent as a team, much more so than I'd like, and much more so than we need if we're going to be successful to the point where I expect the program to be. So, yeah, it's good to be home, but we got four out of the 7 games will be home. And, but once we leave here and go to Louisville and then we go to the ACC tournament, I would expect us, we're going to be on the road the rest of the way.
And one follow, I know we talked about the regional, and the possible announcement, I guess tomorrow.
Mhm.
I didn't realize that possibly we're going to be naming 20 possible
Mhm.
finalists. You know what I mean? To get the 16. Am I right? Right.
Correct.
To the day before.
Yeah.
So you really won't know for sure, right? You won't know.
We will know tomorrow the 20 possible sites. So you're going to have 20 possible sites. If you're not one of those, you're not going to be
Right.
a possible site. And then they'll end up, and they just decided this not long ago. Initially it was 16. And then I think they came out, I don't know, a month or so back that they would go 20 possible.
Right.
And then eventually they will go to just 16. So yes, tomorrow people are going to know if they have the possibility of getting 20. And then you're not going to know for sure until I don't even know when the exact date is. You guys can probably find that out, but they'll eventually get it down to 16.
All right, Gino, we're going to go back to Christopher Stock of Inside the U. Chris, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, Gina, Georgia Tech, they're coming up and they've been scoring runs kind of all season long, but they're hot now too. Just an initial look ahead of that series this week.
I haven't watched them, but I know Georgia Tech is always a program that swings the bat. They usually have a lot of big, strong guys that can hit the ball for power. They usually have a number of lefties in the lineup. Their ball does fly out to right field. So, but it's a team that we know coming in. I mean, they're one of the better teams in the ACC. So I told the guys as soon as the game was over that my mind was on, and our minds need to be on Georgia Tech now. We got to find a way to do a better job playing better in the ACC like we were a little earlier on. We got to find a way to do a better job of that, because obviously you can't play mediocre games and be inconsistent and expect to win games in this conference. It's just too good a conference. So big series for us, no doubt. I don't know enough about to give really a scouting report or who they're pitching or whatnot, but I know that's a very good program.
And you've switched up your starting rotation a little bit the last few weeks. I was just curious, did you see enough from this trio that the order you went in that you feel good about going into that one? Or are you going to reevaluate this week?
I saw some things that I felt good about. I'm going to reevaluate though, and JD and I will meet and talk and make the decisions. We'll have to, do that tonight and tomorrow, because it'll affect how guys do their bullpens and whatnot. But yeah, so we'll reevaluate and look at and see where we're at and see what the best matchups are and going to give us the best opportunities to win on the weekend.
Yeah, I know you got Mike in there, but just any update on Ben, how Ben looked yesterday?
Ben looked good. He looked good. He threw the hitters, and he'll throw a bullpen on Wednesday, and he'll be good to go for the weekend for Georgia Tech. He is clear. He'll be cleared for Georgia Tech, but he did throw the hitters yesterday, and he will throw one more bullpen. So hopefully he just keeps making his progressions, and he'll be good for Friday.
And just last for me, I know you got a lot of guys in there. We didn't see Gabe Rivera the last 2 days. Is he okay? Did you just choose to go with other guys the last?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find some consistency. He's okay. He's okay. He's one of the guys he was on deck, I guess, when Lala hit the ball, and if that game went a little longer, obviously you would have saw the bench empty, because I was bringing everybody in after when we put the runs up there, in that last inning to make it 10-2. So I was going to play a lot of guys there at the end. But because of the curfew and everything, I wasn't able to do that. So, yeah, I mean, Gabe's still a big part of the team, and but just trying to find some consistency, bottom line.